Barcelona, they won, bro. I can't even lie. I'm really glad that Barcelona beat Newcastle today because a lot of people are saying that Newcastle are gonna do a Mazzelina against Barcelona, all that bullshit. But today, these man absolutely turned up. Congratulations. I'm actually applauding Barcelona with their defensive work because I swear down this season, the majority of the season, Barcelona defensively, they're woeful. I've been watching each and every single La Liga game they've played, and defensively, they were not it. You know them ones. They were not it, especially against Real Vallecano, bro. They struggled there. They almost lost that match. You know them ones. But today, at the St. James Park. At the St. James Park, they managed to beat Newcastle. Yeah, I felt like today was just, a footballing lesson to Newcastle. I know a lot of Newcastle fans are going to be taking, they're going to be coming away with some positives regarding that game. They're going to be like, oh, we're cooking. They were cooking in the first half. I can't even lie because Barcelona in the first half, they were struggling. But when it came to the second half, they were composed and they just dealt with Newcastle, bro, in each and every way, bro. Newcastle couldn't, attack well. I felt like Barcelona's defensive work was mad crazy. They done their thing. And of course, Marcus Rashford scoring his 2 goals as always. And I can't even lie to you, I'm happy that he scored in it. Like, I'm truly am happy that he scored because at the end of the day, like, he comes from United, innit? He comes from United, and it was a damn shame watching him not scoring no goals, being an absolute disgrace there at Barcelona. So it was kind of nice seeing him score a brace, the man, score a brace, even though I felt like he could have scored a hat-trick as well because Newcastle, at most of the time in the second half, they were getting caught. They were getting caught off the break, the man. So I felt like Rashford would have, gotten away with a hat-trick at some point. But listen, Hansi Flick decided to take him off. I feel like he deserved the man of the match. But listen, Pedri, oh my days. Pedri, people, he's the best midfielder in the world, bro. Like, listen, between him and Vitinha, and I hear the ones that are going to be saying Petri's the best midfielder in the world. I also hear the ones that are going to be saying Vitinha is the best midfielder in the world. Because, like, I just can't fathom in my mind how there's some people who just still refuse that Petri is a bowler, bro. Like Barcelona absolutely got a bowler in Petri, bro. What a player. What a player, bro. This guy has got it. He has got it, bro. Yeah? As much as a lot of people are going to be hating, and I know it's usually them Real Madrid fans, but Petri has got it, bro. He's got everything in his game, bro. So you can't sit there and tell me that Petri's not cooking. Bro, he is class. He is absolute class, bro. Today, he was everywhere, bro. Yeah, he dealt with Newcastle accordingly, bro. Yeah, man like Tonali, bro. He had an absolute howler today. And I like Tonali, but today, he had an absolute howler. Yeah, he couldn't do anything today. Joe Linton, the physicality, people. This is why I always say, yeah, that the Premier League is not all that at some point because the physicality today, it just proved that, it ain't it when it comes to technical footballers, when it comes to teams like Barcelona. Because I felt like Barcelona today, as much as they were struggling in the first half, in the second half, they came out with a game plan. They were like, you know what? These man, they're going to try attack because they're at home, and we're just going to catch them off the break. And they did just that. That Rashford second goal, by the way, was very spectacle as well. I forgot to mention it. Yeah, that second goal, very, very class second goal. Even the header. Both of Rashford's goals were class today. And it all came, from Barcelona attacking while Newcastle was struggling. Newcastle in the second half, they were struggling, people. It's one of them ones where, like, they couldn't, I don't know, they couldn't find a way to, open up Barcelona in the second half because Barcelona were just that defensively good, bro. And now I was, completely shocked because last season against Inter Milan, bro, they were getting opened up, bro. Hence why Inter Milan ended up beating Barcelona and going to the final. You know the ones. But if Barcelona turned up like they did today against Inter Milan, I swear down, we would have been speaking. Barcelona would have got into the Champions League final because today they were defensively solid. I liked everything. Yeah, Rafinha today didn't turn up. I can't even lie to you. He was missing. He didn't turn up at all. Um, I felt like Lewandowski wasn't involved very much in the game as well, bro. De Jong, I felt like De Jong. Listen, De Jong's standard performance as always. He always has a standard performance. Fermin, he was in and out. He was in and out. You know the ones he was in and out. He wasn't firing up. And by the way, people, just to add, there was no Lamine Yamal today as well. There was no Lamine today. Barcelona just went up at the St. James Park and they absolutely cooked Newcastle there, bro. They cooked them. Yeah, as much as these Newcastle fans are gonna be in denial, they cooked them, bro. Without Lamine Yamal, bro. Yeah, that shows that Barcelona, they have the winning mentality, which sure you would expect them to have that because they have Pedri, they have Lewandowski, they have De Jong, they have world-class players in their team. So you would expect them to not rely on a Lamine Yamal. But it's just crazy that a player with the caliber of Lamine Yamal isn't on the team, and Barcelona just went up at the St. James Park, and still got away with a win, a massive win, bro, a massive win. Yeah, because listen, as a Manchester United fan, I know very well that it ain't easy going at the St. James Park and claiming all 3 points, bro. It ain't easy. Barcelona just went there with a proper game plan and they done their thing, bro. And I need to applaud them for that. I need to applaud them for that. You know the ones. But as for Newcastle, shout out Newcastle for the first half because I thought that Newcastle, they done their job well on Barca in the first half. Because Barca was struggling, people. They were struggling in the first half. And, bro, when the first half ended, Barcelona just turned up their switch in it. And it was one of them ones where like Newcastle were just in the way of Barcelona and Barcelona just put them onto bed and they put them in a spliff. You know the ones. But yo, for one, I am happy that Barcelona won. They didn't need 2 penalties that were absolutely gifted to Real Madrid. They didn't need that. Yeah, these men went to the St. James Park and got all 3 points, bro. You know the ones. They got all 3 points. Like, I feel like it's Barcelona's time to win the Champions League. Listen, I want Barcelona to win the Champions League, bro. I want Barcelona, yeah, to win the Champions League because a famous man, a famous man once grabbed the microphone at Camp Nou and was like, you know what, the Champions League will come back at Camp Nou, and guess what? We need the Champions League back at Camp Nou because listen, we can't be having these Real Madrid fans talking each and every season. So it's one of them ones where like Barcelona, this is your chance to eat. Liverpool aren't good. Chelsea, nah, they not good. I feel like you can beat Bayern in a one-off game. So I reckon you get Bayern in the final. So it's one of them ones where like it's only like Bayern Munich or maybe PSG, but I feel like you can beat PSG as well. So it's probably Bayern Munich, the only team that can stand in your way. Bayern Munich are the only team that can stand in your way. This Champions League is winnable, Barca. It's winnable, bro. You must not bottle it now. You must not bottle it. But as for today, you done your thing. Newcastle in a spliff. And bro, we keep it stepping. Barcelona, shout out you. Fantastical. Yeah, fantastic stuff today. Great defensively. Listen, defensively, Barca today, they deserve their props. They done their thing defensively, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. They done their thing because these Real Madrid fans are the first ones to criticize Barcelona when it comes to defensive work. But bro, today at the St. James Park, they done their thing, bro. You just can't hate that. You just can't hate that. Shout out Barca each and every damn time, blood.